Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. So Liverpool have just gone to the King Power Stadium and beaten Leicester 2-1 in the Premier League to get our fourth win out of 4 in the Premier League. 12 points out of 12, top of the league still. So I'm just going to go through this game really quickly, a match reaction for this channel. So the intensity was there from the kickoff. Leicester and Liverpool both going at it. First 5 minutes of the game, there was 2 chances already for both, well, one for each side. Liverpool had one with Salah after a shot from Firmino was saved. Salah with the rebound, and he should score, but he doesn't. And then Leicester have a chance, I think, is the one where Alisson saves it. But yeah, the game, starts really openly, to be fair, and it's one of them games where you're thinking, oh no, here we go. It's going to be like a 2-2 or a 3-2. Either side could rob it, like we've had in recent years. When we go to the King Power, it's always a tough game. So it's a good job we come out of this game with a win. So we'll talk through it. So like I said, yeah, Salah gets that chance, he should score. Leicester were doing a really good job, similar to Palace did a couple of weeks ago, of nullifying our counter-attacks. We were being pressed by them. They were doing quite well to press the ball and stopping Liverpool from breaking out, really. Our midfield was getting strangled a lot by their midfield. They did quite well with that. Club, well, he brought quite good tactics to this game, and it made the game a lot more interesting to, from a neutral side, because, you'd expect Liverpool to probably come into this game and just absolutely smash them off the park. But, I will get into the possibility of what I think, how I think Jurgen Klopp has attacked these first 4 games of the season, and the reason why we've seen the kind of football we've seen from Liverpool. So that's to come at the end of the channel, at the end of the video, sorry. So we get the goal from Sadio Mane, just a little bit of play down the left from Robbo. He has a run. He's got like a little triangle of Leicester players to go past. He does go past them. He megs Ricardo, the right back, who's a right winger by trade, but he's playing as like a wing back in this system, or a full back. Megs him and he runs past them, and I think Ricardo, to be fair to him, he's probably expecting Andrew Robertson to hit him and go down, expecting a free kick, like they do, when a player gets impeded. But it wouldn't have been a foul, to be fair. So he's kind of gone down to expect Robertson to go down, and that's just allowed Robertson to run right through him, like he wasn't even there. He's ghosted through him. He's cut the ball back to the edge of the box, and Maguire tries to clear it, doesn't get a great contact on it, and it falls to Mane. Takes a touch and just slots it into the corner. Pass Schmeichel, Chilwell can't really get there. It's 1-0 to Liverpool, and it's a great work goal. 9 minutes in, I think that is. So we've had a great start to the game. Leicester could have had a goal, we could have had a goal. And then we do go on and score our goal to make it 1-0. And a few things in the first half that I noticed was Trent Alexander-Arnold's shithousery when he's taking throws at the right back position. It's absolutely excellent to see. How many times do we sit there, especially at Anfield, and the crowd are booing because you've got I still remember Chelsea, Ashley Cole, taking so much time under Mourinho to take throw-ins and stuff like that, and it pisses the crowd off. And to be fair, what we did in the first 20 minutes in this game was we quietened the crowd. And I know that gets said a lot every time you go to a tough away ground. You need to quieten the crowd, and we did that really well, because I noticed that about 20 minutes in, they'd stopped, the fans had stopped singing, Leicester fans that is, and you can hear Liverpool fans all day long. And Leicester, they stopped singing, they stopped chanting, they stopped doing all that stuff that they were doing with the clappers and all that shit that is apparently great. And it allows Liverpool a foothold into this game. However, after the 20-minute spell that we'd had, Leicester come straight back into the game, and that's where Alisson makes the save. I think it's a misplaced ball by Gini to start with, and then we just start getting ruffled at the back. They counter us like 3-on-2, 4-on-2. The ball gets played back, I think, by Maddison to somebody. I don't know who. I probably should research who. And yeah, the shot it's through Gomez's legs, because he tracks the run all the way. It's through Gomez's legs, about the right side of the box, and it's cut back towards Alisson, and he makes a good save, a good strong hand down to make the save, which he has to make the save. So it's not a fantastic save by any stretch, but he keeps us in it. Keeps us ahead, 1-0 ahead. So that's great from him. What I noticed from Liverpool though, in that spell, from the 20 minutes onwards, is that we had a good shape, and the transition between the attack and defensive shapes were great. You're seeing it when we go forward. It's like what Liverpool's shape is. It's like a 2, then it's a half-back roll, which is what Henderson does, and then everyone else is just like a line of 5 and a couple, It's something similar to that. But, when Leicester were on the attack, which we had to be alert for, because they've got good pace. Damari Gray up front, I think he's who had the chance, actually. Damari Gray up front, he's got a lot of pace. Albrighton can cross a ball, he can find a good pass, to be fair to him. They've got a good bit of pace on the counter-attack, so we drop back into our 4-3-3 very well, and and it comes into a 4-5-1. You know, when both wingers are back and stuff like that. So, you know, our shape in this game was excellent, especially in the first half anyway. Second half, it kind of tails off, which we'll get to. You know, we get a corner from, I can't remember who the shot is, but I think it's Salah's shot. Schmeichel makes a good save to his right-hand side. Liverpool get a corner on the left-hand side. It's whipped in by Milner, and Van Dijk's being held by Maddison. I don't care what you say. You know, and the ref's watching. The ref is 5 yards away from this, watching it happen. And Van Dijk's getting his shoulder around the ear, pulled by Maddison. And I understand Maddison's about half the size of Van Dijk, but, you know, if someone's pulling you back, you know, you're going to go down. And it should be a penalty, to be fair. However, we then get another corner from the next chance, straight away. And that's when we score the second goal. Bobby Firmino gets a header onto it, puts it into the far back where it came from, into the Schmeichel's left hand side. He gets a bit of a hand to it, but he can't stop the ball from going in. It's 2-0 to Liverpool, and you know, we are then in the ascendancy then, which is great. But like I will say again, like Van Dijk probably should have had a penalty, but it's probably justice that we got the goal to save anyway, and we go into half time 2-0 up, which is great. We're dominating the game. Well, we're dominating the goals anyway and the chances and stuff like that. So comes back out for the second half, and Leicester then come out very strong. You know, they had a few chances, but not full on clear cut chances that you think they should be scoring this game. Liverpool are lucky to get the win. You know, a few half chances where, you know, they could have got a shot away, but they didn't, and Liverpool defended it well eventually. Alisson makes another good save, and Gomez makes a great block from, again, Maddison it is. Maddison actually does well against Van Dijk, gets around him, and he's square in front of goal, and Gomez just comes around from nowhere. You know, you don't even know he's coming there, and I was expecting a goal heart in mouth, similar to old Liverpool, and Gomez gets a block, and it's a fantastic block from him, to be fair. He was very good today. Alongside Van Dijk, you know, he looked the better of the two, because Van Dijk had a bit of a shaky day, but Gomez did very well in this game to you know, make himself the one of the man of the matches in this game. Then we get on to what this video is probably going to be titled. What everyone's talking about is 2-1 to Leicester. 2-1. Leicester get the goal back to make it 2-1 because Alisson makes makes a huge mistake. If I'm completely honest, I'll be honest about what it is. The Leicester pressing us, and we give the ball back to Alisson. However, Van Dijk's ball's not the best for Alisson, and you know, it's not central to his feet. You kind of just hit it without looking. You know, he just plays it backwards, and yeah, it comes to the edge of the box. About, you know, if you're facing the goal, it's the left hand side of the box at the byline, and he gets a touch to stop it from going out to play, and then he should clear it. That's the first mistake he makes. He should clear it, and then he tries to Cruyff turn it. But the problem is, when he tries to Cruyff turn it, the ball stays where it is, and it actually just turns out to be he stops the ball dead. And then Iheanacho, who's a substitute for he comes on as a sub later on in the game, he gets the ball, he crosses it in, and I think it's blocked first time, but then the second time Gazelle gets the goal, and it's 2-1 now, and it's a bit more of a nervy game. All I'm going to say on this is, yeah, Alisson makes a mistake. So does Van Dijk. Van Dijk and Alisson are both culpable for this, you know, build up in play for their goal. Alisson shouldn't be Cruyffing it, he should just be clearing it. Even if he clears it out for a throw in, that's fine. You know, he should be clearing it, because it just invites pressure on us, and we've seen it last season, we've seen it all the previous seasons. When Liverpool get pressure on us, we don't deal fantastically well, especially at the King Power, so don't be inviting pressure onto yourself. That being said, that's all needs saying about it. You know, I'm seeing on Twitter already people writing off Alisson and saying he's shit and this, that, the other. There's a lot of rival fans going on about it, and I'm not really asked about rival fans. To our fans, to Liverpool fans, just forget about it, it's gone. He's conceded 1 goal in 4 games. He's still had 3 clean sheets, and we're still top of the league. We've still scored enough goals to win games. We've still got 12 points out of 12. We don't need to be dwelling on the fact that Alisson made a silly little mistake that hasn't affected the game. Well, it hasn't at the full-time whistle affected the game. All it's affected is that he's conceded 1 goal, and that's more on him than anybody else. So, you know, people going on about it, especially pundits on Sky Sports. Carragher, you know, 15 minutes later after this incident had happened, you know, the game's gone on, and he's still talking back about the situation. He's still going on about it. And here's the thing: people love to get on our backs when it comes to goalkeepers. We've had it with Carriers, and now we've got it with Alisson now. People trying to get on people's backs. You know, we had it with Mignolet for years as well, and Reina before he left. You know, stop going on about it. He makes a mistake. Fair enough. That's what I've just said. I've just said he's made a mistake. He should clear the ball. That's it. Okay, we haven't lost the game. You know, he still made good saves in his games to keep us ahead. and he's made good saves in the previous games. So stop dwelling on when he makes a mistake. Why don't you try and dwell on when he actually does something good? Because no one's talking about that. No one talks about the save he made at Crystal Palace the other week. No one's talking about the save he made today, the couple of saves he made today to keep us in it. And no one's talking about how good his distribution is to get us onto the attack. The reason why we're playing, so well in a sense, it's that reason. But, everyone likes to talk about the mistakes. But to be honest, for someone like Jamie Carragher to dwell on Liverpool's mistakes, it's a bit like, it's a bit of like a betrayal, because I understand being a pundit and analysing things like that, but you're going too far when you're trying to analyse. You're meant to be analysing it and then forgetting about it. But 15 minutes later, still going on about it, calling them stupid. It's a bit far-fetched, mate. So just fucking pack it in, wind your neck in. Everyone else as well. On Twitter, just fucking forget about it. International break's coming up. The last thing I want to see on Twitter is people going, oh, Alisson this, Alisson that. He's made a mistake. He will learn from it. We will learn from it. We haven't been very good in these first 4 games. But I will get on to what I wanted to talk about. Because that's how the game finished. Keita and Shaqiri come on for Henderson and Salah. Salah wasn't very good in this game either, to be honest. He misses that chance, and you see his sort of confidence go down. But I'm not going to get too worried, because we've got games coming thick and fast. Plenty of time for him to get goals, himself up and running as well. Leicester give a final push, but that's all. 2-1 is the score. That's how it finishes. Liverpool win. 4 games win. 4 games won, 12 points, and that's all I want to say. Right, for the first 4 games of the season, I do think this has been a tactical ploy by Klopp, because you look at how we ended last season, the team. Only Keita is the only, and Alisson of course, is the only player that's been brought up or brought into the team that didn't end last season. We had to swap the goalie, and Keita's obviously too good to leave out. So I do think Klopp has intentionally started with the same team, very similar anyway, and a similar midfield to last season, because the most important thing is, and Klopp's been burnt by this in the past. Look at last season, first game of the season, we play very expansive football. We play a great game, but we leave ourselves open at the back, and Watford score 3 goals, and it's a 3-3 draw first game of the season, which is so disappointing, and City go on to walk the league. Now this season we had to, by any means necessary, we had to win the first 4 games. We had to get 12 points. If you want to win the league, that's what you have to do. It doesn't matter how you win the games. You have to just win them. And something that I know it's a bit outdated now, talking about Mourinho and how he was successful. What Mourinho always used to do is, no matter how he played in the first 4 games of the season, you have to get that win. Going into the international break, we needed 12 points on the board, and we've got 12 points on the board, and I am happy, more than happy about that. But I fully expect that when this international break's over and we go into the next round of fixtures, a big tight schedule, we are going to play better. You're probably going to see us, score 4s and 5s in Premier League games, maybe. You're going to see us get up and running, and that's fine, because I don't mind if we sacrifice a little bit of attacking just to keep clean sheets in games and be tight, be defensively solid, but still win the games. I really don't care. I know we like to take the piss out of Man United and say they're an expensive Stoke, because they are. That's what their manager wants to do. We know our manager plays attacking football, but when we don't, it doesn't matter, because we still win the games. Look at these first 4 games. The only game we were really good in was West Ham, and that was a home game. That was very first game of the season, and they don't even know each other, that team, really, and look at how bad they're doing. But I don't care. We only won 1-0 against Brighton. I don't care that they could have won the game. And I don't care that Palace were very good against us, or Leicester were very good against us. We still come out of these games with 1 goal conceded, 12 points out of 12, and 4 wins. I keep saying it, we're top of the league. It doesn't matter. And I know that means nothing right now, being top of the league, but we started well. And Liverpool teams that start well, it doesn't happen a lot, but when we started well, we have a great season. So that's what's to look forward to. Let's hope so anyway. Champions League's coming up. Thick and fast games coming up. Tottenham and Chelsea in within the space of each other, really, coming up. So, and I think Man City as well, within in and around them fixtures, added the games against PSG and Napoli. So plenty to look forward to. So it's good that we just got out of this game with a win, by any means necessary. Let's just go into the next round of fixtures. Hopefully no one gets injured on the international break. Of course, I've said it now, touch wood. But I've said it now, so someone's probably going to get injured. Let's hope not. And then we'll go into the next round of fixtures, like I said, baying for blood. Okay? So, top of the league. Perfect. Let's forget about Alisson's mistake. He's still a fantastic keeper. And, walk on. See you later. Thanks for watching. I've been on the fence. Take care.